welcome to the Scratticus Academy. It is Tuesday, which means we are back with some Call of Cthulhu. Before we dive right in, please check out the links that are just coming up in chat right now. That includes our wonderful sponsors in the form of Bird in the Storm and also our amazing sponsors, Mage Ham Press. Other than that, let's hop around and let's say hi to everyone. Let's start with Mal. Hi, Mal.
Hi, I'm Mal Hidale. You can find me on Twitter at Mal Hidale. The new dashboard for Twitter's terrible and I hate it. I will be playing Edward Wells. He's a very nervous, cowardly guy, and there's a lot of creepy fucking things going on already. So it's great. I love it.
It's all good. It's all good. Also, then we're going to hop down to Atomic Firebird. Oh, Britt. Hi, Britt.
They of all of the bow ties. Hi, I am Atomic Firebird. My Twitter hasn't changed yet, so I'm still happy. Let's see, I'm playing Theodore Atkinson, who is, I think maybe not quite as nervous as Edward Wells, but right now is having a bit of a night. Yeah, that's worrisome. Okay, I don't want to die. Please don't kill me. Okay, next.
It's all good. It's all good. And then we're going to hop over to the lovely Nazgul. Hello.
Oh, hey there. I'm Nazgul on social, and I'm also a C metamod in life. And in this game, I'm Beau Franklin Veed, and I am about to be in for quite a night, but I don't know it yet.
You are sleeping like a baby right now. So
I'm having a great dream right now. I'm like on the red carpet for my premiere, and they just want all the pictures.
Perfect. And then we're going to hop over to D&D Paige. Hi, Paige.
Hello, everybody. I am Paige, known as D&D and Paige on Twitter, and I'm playing Idris Hall. I don't think I'm in immediate danger, but I feel like I am very close to danger. And I don't think I'm the most likely to die right now. Good luck, Theodore.
No, why does everyone think they're gonna die right now?
We're terrified.
I didn't say I was going to die.
No, you didn't. You didn't. And last but certainly not least, Sage Ophelia. Hello.
Hello. I'm Sage Ophelia. You can find me on Twitter, same name. Today I'm playing Maria Santiago. I am not afraid of death because I have a very big gun and because I RTC things in the mirror. So I'm asleep now. I'm good.
Last week we had this escape from a boat, this sort of panic of Theodore and Aidan trying to save a lot of the books from this boat as well. And the group found a hotel, sort of like a very purpose-built, very holiday maker sort of hotel. And my cat is destroying. Stop. Like, and I'm sorry, she's chewing wires, which is not a good thing. And found this hotel. And as the evening went on, everyone managed to have their own room, go to sleep. Maria and Idris and Edward shared one of these rooms. And some strange things started to happen. Edward saw some things in the mirror, and so did Maria. Maria saw someone from her past, and others also saw themselves in the mirror, moving slightly out of time, maybe not reacting the same way they should. And Theodore soon noticed that there was someone in the room with him. After creating the knock system, which I was very happy with, created the knocking system with Aidan.
All 7.
All 7 of them. And Beau slept like a baby. So we are going to jump back to Theodore as this image almost of yourself is leaning towards you, finger on its lips still. And it's inches away from your face as it knocks 7 times on the wall to Aidan's room.
What do you want?
It reaches out, it takes the lip from its fingers and places them on your own. And points over to the other side of the room. There is sunlight streaming in from your window. There wasn't beforehand. And it stands and beckons you towards the window and points. You hear 3 knocks on the wall.
Theodore is going to ignore the knocks and start walking towards where it wanted me to, but specifically because he thinks that if he ignores the knocks, Aiden might think that something's wrong and come.
And you can walk around. How close are you getting to the window? Are you, like, staying away from this other being?
Is the window on the other side of the bed?
Yes.
Then Theodore is gonna just incredibly awkwardly, like, keep eyes on not Theodore and kind of, like, fumble over the bed, just keeping eyes, and then hop off the bed, and then start slowly going over towards the window.
It fully watches you as you go. Every single movement, its head, watching your own face, just very plain, watch you. And you can follow the line of the finger as it points outside. You see a desert. A bright, sunny desert.
I'm trying real hard to, like, look, but then keep looking at not Theodore, and it's not working out really well, and it's very...
It's
okay,
almost like
then I look out the window.
You're almost opposite each other, so you can keep like that line of sight and have a quick dart to look outside of the window at this desert, this huge open landscape, and then you feel yourself just sink an inch as you look down at your feet, and you are standing in this desert. This other you, unmoved, arms still outright and still pointing.
Are you a ghost?
There is a smile that starts to creep across your face, effectively. But it stretches. It's not a normal smile. It's just that little extra. Not too much. Just like half an inch extra each side. And it leans in. And a voice which is absolutely not your own. Your companion has taken something. Return it.
Aiden would never steal anything.
Your companion has taken something. Return it.
I shall have a talk with him.
And the head, still with a smile, tilts to one side and points again. And for a moment you feel very cold as it rotates, almost like you see the whole day flash before you into night. And you see not ruins. In fact, these are almost perfectly intact. You see buildings like a temple, like a city. No people, no sound. 2 huge statues at the entrance. An ancient city that you have seen in books that has no name. You feel you've seen it before, but you haven't.
Are you going to give me any indication of what my intern stole so that I can be better prepared to rectify this situation?
Again, a finger goes up to the lips, and I need you to make a sanity check for me, please.
Poor Theodore. Oh, I failed my first sanity check.
Could you please use 4 points of sanity, please?
Okay.
As you suddenly realize your hand, almost on its own, is mimicking what this other you is doing. And as you do, your finger touches. Your lips aren't there. In fact, there's no mouth at all. As you were told to be silent, you were not. And you feel, and it's just skin with nothing else there. And that smile stretches a little bit more. And it's gone. This Theodore is gone. But you feel a face slowly move and encroach to the side of you where your ear is. And just hear one word. Amun. And you sit upright in your bed.
Do I have a mouth?
You have a mouth. But you do feel like your sort of temporary insanity with this is that you feel like your lips are sticky. That if you kept them closed for too long or too much pressure, they might seal shut again.
Water. And we'll knock 7 times on the wall.
As you do, you hear 3 knocks, but this time at your bedroom door. Professor, are you alright in there?
I need some water. I need some water.
Can I come in?
Please. Yes. Please do.
And you see this young man, Aiden, stroll in a matching set of striped pajamas, hair standing on end, scratching it as he just walks over to your bathroom, takes one of the glasses, pours in some water, and walks back over with a yawn, just, oh, there you go. Is that what you knocked for?
That would be absurd to have been the only thing that I knocked for. You didn't happen to by any chance in our journey here pick up anything that didn't belong to you on accident, of course, obviously on accident. Could you just check your bags?
I can check. Is this about the pocket knife thing?
No, but we do need to deal with that.
Okay. I mean, I'll go have a look, but
Something to do with the moon.
The moon.
Yes. Some sort of lunar something. I don't rightly know. Thank you. And starts drinking the water.
I'll go check. And you see him very sleepily. He almost stumbles into the door frame, but catches himself before he goes. You can hear him go into his room and close the door. It is still dark outside.
The little blue leather journal, just whip it out and just light a candle and just start feverishly writing all this down.
As you write on this page, the page opposite, words start to appear scribbled. Return it. And we're gonna hop over to Bo. Bo, you feel great. You can feel the morning sun sort of stream through the shutters, and you actually feel the heat on your back where you've sort of rolled over in your sleep. You've got these like mosquito nets still draped over you, and you feel pretty good. See a pot of coffee on your bedside table, steaming.
Oh, wow. Am I waking up then?
You can. You don't have to. You can stay in bed if you want.
I'm gonna, that's my personal favorite time of when I'm sleeping is that half awake, half asleep time where you know you're just so comfortable, and any way you move, it's just gonna feel just as good. So you do that like for another 40 minutes. He's feeling fine. I love the sun on my back and the smell of the coffee. I'm gonna revel in it for another 20 minutes.
Yeah, you feel like you notice it's almost like you've got so many cushions to prop yourself up on. This is really comfy as you sort of sit back, sort of slide into these cushions. You see a silk bed throw. You don't quite remember being there as you staggered in at night. And the coffee is in a sort of a glass with a silver decorated stand as it steams at the side.
Oh man, that was nice. And I'm gonna pour myself a cup of joe.
You can pour yourself a cup of coffee, and it smells great. It smells really great. And the sun is streaming in. There's a fan on the ceiling, sort of slowly spinning round so it's not too noisy. And those silk bed sheets, and as you hold your coffee and look down, silk pajamas with your initials on them.
I didn't pack these. Those are saved for my own room. Private pajamas. I'm gonna get up and just take a look around and see if there's anything else new that I don't recall being here before I went to bed.
The room pretty much seems the same as you went to bed. The only thing that's different is there is a tuxedo hanging up on the wardrobe.
Is there a phone of any kind or something on a bedstand?
Yeah, you can see one of the, there's like the small dial-up phones, the ones where you sort of have to spin all the way around, but you can see it.
Okay. I'm gonna ring Theodore's room.
You can ring Theodore's room. And the phone rings. Eerily weirdly on time.
Yeah, my phone started ringing.
I was like, what? Theodore, is that you? And someone picks up the phone. Hello. How can I help you?
Theo?
No, I'm afraid not. Can I help you at all? Did you find your tuxedo okay? Does it fit?
I think you put it in the wrong room. I didn't ask for anything to be pressed or anything last night before I passed out, but I was actually trying to reach my associate. He was in the room right next to me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course. And you just hear the phone hang up.
All right. Well, I'll try to redial Theo again.
Hello. Did you find the tuxedo hanging on the wardrobe? Does it fit?
Who is this tux for exactly?
I've got it down for a Beau Franklin Veed. Is that how you say the last name? Bide?
Veed. But I didn't ask for a tuxedo to be pressed at all. Did this come from? Did I ask you to do this last night?
It's what we do every day before a red carpet meet, sir.
Oh, is that happening today?
Yes, sir. Is everything okay? Was the coffee not to your taste?
No. The coffee is great. What time is this red carpet? Studio didn't tell me anything.
No, just in the next half an hour or so. There will be a car to pick you up.
To go to a red carpet in the desert.
What? I tell you what. I'll let you get ready and gather yourself. You're quite clearly still tired, and we will call up for you in a moment. Thank you.
Sure. Thanks. Bye. Click. I guess I'm gonna step out, peek my head out the door to my room for a second.
You open the door and you are met with flashes, like camera flashes, almost blinding.
Oh
And
God.
you
Okay.
see by your feet, a red carpet.
I slammed the door shut. Okay, I'm slapping myself. What's happening here? Okay, I'm still dreaming. Yeah, I just want coffee. I'm smelling it. We're gonna go back to bed, I think. Can I pinch myself?
You want to literally? You can pinch yourself, and
Does
it hurts.
Oh my God. No. Okay. I'm gonna knock on the wall that I think is Theodore's side of the room.
7 knocks come back.
Okay. Theodore? You in there?
Another 7 knocks.
Is there... Did you hear anything from the studio about some event happening today?
There is silence. And the sun goes out. It is dark. It is nighttime. You've sat up in bed under this mosquito net. Your room is trashed. Drawers have been pulled out. Things have been spilt. There is a mug of coffee steaming on the side.
Okay, so I'm dreaming for some reason still. This is the most lucid dream I've ever had. I'm gonna go into the bathroom and try to splash cold water in my face.
Yeah. You walk into the bathroom. And are you flicking on the light, or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's dark now. Mm-hmm.
You can flick on the light. There is a man in your bathroom. Suited up. White suit. He served you at the bar on the boat. And he smiles. I need you to make a sanity check for me, please.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Could you please lose 2 sanity as the man smiles at you? And he looks at you. Coffee, sir. And starts to pour from that very same pot that was on your bedside table. Except this coffee looks thick, almost like mud, as you can actually hear it come out and sort of splatter into the glass. And then he holds it out to you.
I take it. Do you have anything a little less viscous?
As you look down, you're no longer holding a coffee cup. You are holding a small bust, almost statuette. And as you look back up, the man's face is now less than an inch from yours. Give it back. And you see a redness start to creep over his chest and his stomach on this white suit.
Okay, and I shove the statue like into its chest and take it.
And you throw coffee over him. As he looks down and face twists into a very angry grimace.
Hey, I didn't do anything. What do you mean? What am I supposed to have taken?
He takes a step towards you. And another.
All right, man, you take another step. I'm gonna...
As you say that, he takes one more.
I grab the coffee pot that was by my bed, and I'm holding it up. Getting ready.
And again, his face is it's sort of, not calms, but just very flat. As if it's in confusion as he tilts his head and looks at you from this coffee pot back to you. As you hold an Oscar.
Still just as heavy, man. Heavier.
He reaches out, holds on to the Oscar, and you feel it almost like sand start to run through your fingers.
All right, what do you want back? I'll get it for you, whatever.
Takes another step. He is right up against you now. He starts to grow. An inch, and then another inch.
All right, time to get out of this room. I'm gonna go through the sea of photographers.
You literally just backing out of the bathroom and closing the door, or?
Yeah. Okay. We're still in the bathroom. Then.
Yeah, you're in the bathroom.
I'm getting out, and I will close the door.
You close the door. That handle starts to shake, but then it stops dead.
What the fuck is your problem, dude? I'm gonna get out of the room now. I'm gonna put on the suit and step out of the room and walk over to Theodore's door.
You step straight out of the room, and you almost scare the absolute life out of Aiden, who is half asleep as you see him walking just past your room towards his, like, oh my god, why can no one sleep in this place? And he just sort of keeps walking to his room. You hear him open the door, walk in, and close it again. You look down, you're in pajamas.
I roll my eyes and my head, and I go back into my room.
And then we're going to hop over to Maria, Idris, and Edward. What are you doing in here after we left you last? As you were taking shifts, I believe, last time.
I was up for my shift.
I was asleep.
I was leaving my shift going to sleep.
Idris, where are you sat? Where are you in this room?
I'm in the same chair that Maria was in, and I am sitting, Charlie on my shoulder, a gun in my hand, and I'm kind of facing the bathroom after what's happened here.
And you sit there quietly for quite a while. In fact, hours go past. It's still dark outside, but you can see that tint of the light coming up. And you feel tired, but not like you can't keep your eyes open or anything like that. It's just tired. And you think you hear a noise here and there. You're not too sure. If it's tiredness, it sounds like the same noises you were hearing during the night. You think you hear someone closing a door further down the corridor and muttering to themselves. You think you hear a phone ring. And then you hear what sounds like glass shatter from the bathroom.
All right. We had put back, I believe, both Maria and Edward, we put back the statuette, I believe, in Edward's bag.
It's in a bag in the bathtub.
Oh, crapola. I'm like, no. Maria, Idris is gonna get up and be like, Charlie, now stay here. This isn't no monkey business. And I'm gonna like kind of set him down on the table or nightstand, wherever might be next to me.
He sort of stands up looking at you, almost as if he's slightly anxious at you putting him down.
Go. Mama's gonna be right back. Just stay right there. And I'm gonna have my gun and kind of slowly walk up to the bathroom door. And I'm gonna like slowly turn the knob, slam it open, and point my gun in, ready to shoot.
You can do that very, very quickly in one fluid motion. And your foot crunches on glass underneath your foot. I'm assuming you still have your shoes on. If not, it's not like lots of jagged broken bits of glass up. It's literally like that sound. And you notice the mirror is completely smashed.
I'm gonna walk in and kind of see what could have broken this mirror.
Do you look down in the sink?
Yeah, I assume I look up and around and like down around the side of the mirror, thinking something had fallen.
There's the bust in the sink.
I look into the tub at the bag.
There is a bag there. It moves.
The bag moves?
Just an instant. One movement.
I like kind of take my gun and use it to kind of like lift open the bag and move it a little bit.
Could you roll me a spot hidden check, please?
Certainly can. Pull it open.
Okay. You can approach this bag. And so are you with the gun sort of nudging?
Yeah.
The bag. You nudge the bag. The top of one of the fasteners slowly folds open.
If I like open, am I seeing anything? Like when I like to lift this?
Nope, you see nothing.
Right, I'm gonna pick up the bag and like shake it out. Not believing this.
You can shake, and Nothing comes out, and if you sort of press it together when you're checking it, it's empty.
All right. This statue is giving me the heebie-jeebies, so I'm gonna like take the bag, kind of pocket my gun for now, and try to scoop the bust in. I'm like, I'm not touching this. This thing seems weird. I don't know. I think it's got something like hallucinogenic on it, like talking to myself, being like, I don't know who is this Edward fellow? He's grabbing some weird things. Does he know? Not that, just don't touch something that's not yours. I'm like kind of going off about Edward to myself in the bathroom, and I try to sloop it up and take it out with me to the table.
Okay. Could you make a sleight of hand check for me as you try to avoid this thing?
Yes, I can if it wants to behave for me. Here we go. Ooh.
Yeah, you don't touch this at all. You sort of maneuver, almost put like your hand within the bag, scooping it up and folding it back in. You hear, as you close the bag shut again, just whispers, but as soon as that bag is sealed, it stops. And Edward and Maria, could you roll me a listen check just to see if you can hear Idris talking to herself in his bathroom? Mal, you can just hear Idris. Maria, you are out. You are asleep. And Mal, you sort of see Charlie, like almost awkwardly looking around the door of the bathroom. As you hear Idris, you know the sound of your bag being ruffled. It's also the only thing in there that's kind of that material. So you can have a guess that she's moving the bag.
Idris, what are you doing?
And I'm just like, the thing you stole, I'm telling you, there's mushroom powder on this. I hear what people do. I'm much more of a drinker myself, but I'm telling you, you stole this from like somewhere weird because it's moving around. I don't know if I touched it earlier by accident, but this thing moved from the tub to the sink. The mirror's broken. Like, don't go touching this no more. You got a detox. And I'm gonna like pick up the bag and go out and like put it on the table and go, Charlie, see this? No, we don't touch this, Charlie.
His wide eyes sort of glance up at you, at the bag, up at you, at the bag, and he walks away from the bag. In fact, he backs away from the bag, and there's those whispers again, and you see Charlie just like put his arms over his head as he backs away from this bag.
Edward, where did you say you got this from again?
It was I don't know, it was a museum or something.
I'm telling you, Edward, this thing something's wrong with this. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies, I'm telling you. Charlie doesn't like it. Don't they have like animal intuition and stuff going on? Look at it. Look, he's so sad.
And you can hear him squeaking from the corner as he's really trying to back into the farthest corner away from this bag now. And Idris, I need you to roll me a sanity check, please.
Oh no. Where'd that go?
You hear clear as day, give it back. And Charlie starts to not scream, but he's making a lot of noise. Like he's sort of shaking his head a bit, clamping his little hands over his ears as he's sort of almost like a hiss towards this bag. And you swear through that small gap where it's sealed, a finger just curls back into the bag.
I like rub my eyes. I'm like, Edward, did you just see that?
Edward, you saw nothing. And Maria, you're probably waking up. Charlie is screeching.
Uh-uh.
I didn't see anything. It's dark in here.
I'm telling you, we got to get rid of this thing as soon as possible. Maria, there's something coming out that bag. There was a little finger saying, come hither. And I was like, no, I do not come hither. And I go over to Charlie and I like pick up poor Charlie and I hold him. I'm like, it's giving Charlie the nightmares.
This is why I am awake. Is the monkeys having nightmares? I don't understand.
I'm telling you, there's something wrong with that statue. Y'all saw things. The mirror's broken.
Oh, the mirror, it broke?
Yeah, it's like completely shattered. Did you not hear that?
No, I sleep like baby.
Man, I'm telling you. We got to get rid of this thing, Edward. You got to sell it as soon as possible. I can't be traveling with this thing.
Oh,
Edward, do you know what it is exactly? Or no, just valuable?
I know it's Anubis. He's a god, right?
Yes, a dog god, I think.
Yeah. That's about all I know.
You see, you think, I know, they say there are legends of things if you worship them right, they curse your family. You think it's something like this? We need to give it sacrifice or something?
I just think it's got to go. It can be someone else's problem.
Well, I don't know how easy it is to find someone to buy something stolen.
I'm going to look at Edward.
He's half asleep, just like, we'll deal with it later. I'm sure I can find someone. That's how this always works.
Maybe it's easier, just leave it in the toilet and we leave. It's not our problem anymore.
Maybe. I mean, with all the weird stuff happening, do you think that's gonna work?
I don't know. Maybe. There seem to be lots of people looking for it, so maybe they come, they find it in the toilet, our rooms stop getting ransacked, and we continue.
Okay. Let's do that then.
Is it time for breakfast yet?
There is a knock at your door.
I'm already up, so I'll go over. Is there a peephole, or is it?
There is one. Just
Okay.
suddenly.
I'm gonna go over and look through the peephole.
You can see sort of a young girl looking. They're sort of maybe 18, 19 years old, just like she's waiting at the door. She seems to be very smartly dressed, almost in the same uniform as the man behind the desk downstairs.
Okay, I'm gonna like kind of crack it open, like, yes, can I help you?
Oh, breakfast in an hour.
Ah, thank you, appreciate it. Do you have fresh fruit?
Yes, always have fresh fruit.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much. And I'll like kind of wave and shut the door.
And you can hear her walk down the hallway, and Theodore, you hear a knock at the door.
Yes.
Breakfast in half an hour.
Who are you?
I work here.
Okay.
Are you okay, sir?
Am I allowed to talk?
Of course, sir.
Oh, great. All right. Thank you.
No, okay, and you just, again, you hear those footsteps walk down the corridor, knock on Aiden's room. You hear a response, and Bo, there is a knock at your door.
What is it?
Breakfast. In half an hour. Down in the dining room.
What time is it?
About 7:45, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. We have fresh coffee. And she disappears down the corridor.
Nah, I don't need any more of your coffee. All right, I'm gonna start getting ready for the day.
There is light pouring in now through the shutters.
I take extra care to make sure I don't look like I didn't get my beauty rest. Nope. Are you frozen, Alice?
Oh.
Alice, come back.
Thing is, I can hear you. There we are. I can hear you. You obviously can't see me. You can get ready. And if you wish, head downstairs to the dining room.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick search of my room just to see if that figure thing that I had was anywhere in here, because I don't remember taking anything, and I don't think I believe even what I saw. I was just dreaming, but for my own sanity, I'm gonna search my room and see if I find anything like that little bust in my room.
Yeah, you search through, and also the room doesn't look messed up anymore either. It's like the room is how it looks before you effectively passed out on the bed, and you don't see this specific bust. You can see some little statuettes which you're pretty sure you've seen in the marketplace, like everywhere, the standard ones. You don't see this one.
Of course I didn't find anything. It's a goddamn dream. Wake up, Bo. All right. And I'm gonna knock on Theo's door and Aiden's door on my way out and let them know I'm headed down for coffee.
You can knock on Theodore's door. Theodore, you hear a knock.
I am, getting dressed, picking out my bow tie for the day. And then when I hear the knock, I jump. Yes?
It's Bo. I'm heading down to that breakfast. I'll see you and Aiden there.
Yes. Can you come in?
Yeah, you decent?
Of course I am.
Okay, I'll come in. Morning.
I'm from Boston. We're very decent people. Can you... I need to show you something.
Go ahead. Well, what do you got to show me?
I just need you to tell me if you see it too. And I'm gonna flip open my little journal to the page that had the crazy writing on it. Just open it up.
Bo, you see the words return.
Return? Did you write that?
No.
Well, I see it.
Well, I mean, it said return it. Well, but maybe I had already fallen asleep.
It looks nothing like Theodore's writing. If anything, it looks almost like, when there's a pencil that's very blunt and you almost tear into the paper. It's that sort of thing.
You been stressed out about something lately, Theo?
Well, yes, of course. I am incredibly stressed out that strange creatures that look like me and take away my mouth momentarily are writing things in my journal, because this is actually my private thoughts, and I really don't enjoy the fact that this whole page is ruined now. It's very good paper.
Wait. What strange creatures?
I don't rightly know, because it looked like me.
What? A person?
I would, of course, never tell you that this happened, because that is absurd, and things are based in reality. But it wrote in my my journal.
What are you talking about? When did this happen?
I think some of it in my sleep and some of it in reality, and it's very hard to ascertain which is which.
Well, maybe it's the water of this place. I had a weird dream last night too, but I maybe woke up in the middle of the night maybe and tried to write it down.
Yes, of course. You're right. I was very tired and I did not have enough coffee, and yes. You're right. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, you're not alone. I mean, this place is messing with my head too. I think it's coffee that'll set us right.
Indeed.
Magical drink.
Theodore will just follow behind, very frustrated that Bo is so thick-headed. Oh well.
You can come out of your room.
There's no problem. There's never a problem with Bo.
Somebody will believe me. Maybe that other nervous guy will believe me.
The other nervous guy.
In my head. Yeah.
You see Aiden exit his room as well. He's in his shirt, his trousers, and you can see some braces, like suspenders, sort of coming down. And he's very quickly sort of smoothing his hair over to one side where it looks like it's been very, very messy. And he said, breakfast. I had this breakfast. You heard that, right?
Yep, that's where we're going.
Yes.
Breakfast. Oh,
hey,
stomach rumble.
Did you have a good night's sleep, Aiden?
Yeah, I slept great. Did you?
Yeah.
I mean, those sheets. Oh, heaven. I've never slept in such sheets. Egyptian cotton, apparently.
Oh, yeah. It was a dream. Did you? I'm slapping my own knee. Okay.
This is Theodore's face. This is...
Yeah, he's looking at both of you like, what? What?
Egyptian cotton. Yes, it's quite nice. Not as nice as the sheets in France, if you remember, because those ones were, father paid for those. Those were fantastic.
Oh, they were pretty good, yeah.
I did see you walking around in the middle of the night last night.
Me?
Oh, so perfect.
No. You, Aiden.
Yeah, the professor wanted a drink.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then yeah. It's just the water. Maybe we shouldn't be drinking the coffee. Well.
No, it's fine, because coffee's processed. There's so many things put into it. It doesn't matter. You can drink.
But before we head on down, did anyone happen to, I don't know, find something in our luggage while unpacking that wasn't supposed to be there at all?
Oh, no, I didn't. Professor, I didn't find anything. And I didn't find the... either.
All right.
Well, you still have my pocket knife, that's for sure, right?
Yes, I do. It was on my bedside table, and I'm sure it is still there.
Yeah, well, try to keep get into practice of keeping it on you.
I'll go get it.
I mean, you don't think we'll have to use it, do you?
It's a knife. It's got 1,001 uses.
Theodore's gonna run back to the room and see if the knife was still on the inside table, or I believe that I had actually, in the I don't know if it was Nebula's dream time or not, fumbled for it and knocked it onto the floor, so I don't know where it is in reality. I'm gonna go look for it.
You can walk into the room, you can have a quick glance round. The knife is open, stabbed into the bedside table. What is it, Professor?
It's
Why did
Don't
you
do
do
that. All right, and I'm gonna grab the knife and pull it out if I can.
You can.
Okay.
It's not in there, like, particularly difficult. And at this point, Bo, you can still stand in the hallway, and Maria, Idris, and Edward, are you coming out for breakfast, or are you staying in?
If you two want to shower first, I sit on the toilet with the gun out and make sure nothing comes out of the bathtub at you.
You know, I think I'm kind of done with that bathroom, but I think Charlie needs some fruit. And I'm like grabbing my scarf. I'm gonna fashion a little like baby hammock out of it and like have it for him. And be like, if you guys want to go down for breakfast, I can wait for you guys to shower.
Edward?
I'm more interested in coffee than I am in showering.
All right, I take a quick shower. I join you. The most nervous shower of my life.
Okay, is that a quick get in and out before anything happens kind of shower, or is...
That's like you leave the shower curtain open and like the door propped, and like you have the gun right next to the tub while you're like staring at the drain. Picture that you're 7 years old. You've just seen the movie It for the first time, and you have to take a shower. That is how Maria is showering.
I mean, valid, but yeah.
That is a mood. That is a real mood.
But otherwise, you can leave the room and head to breakfast. And you can see Bo, and you can see Aiden stood in the doorway of one of the rooms. And Theodore, are you still in the room?
I pulled the knife out, and then I went to scurry after Bo. So.
Good. Now you're ready for the day.
I'm still fumbling trying to close it. Because I don't even know how I opened it.
So we see Maria, Idris, and Edward coming out of their room.
Yeah, sort of just coming out of the room.
When I see them, I'm gonna be like, oh, sorry, I forgot something, and like kind of quickly shove my compatriots back in the room and be like, shut the door real quickly. Like, wait, are we telling them? What? Because we all know we saw something last night. Are we telling them?
Aren't we just gonna leave it here and we're not coming back, I'm assuming?
I think maybe if they bring something up, we say we have weird dreams and we leave it at that. We don't need to tell them about the pack, I think. But
I agree.
Edward,
I like that.
It's your statue. We do what you want.
No, we'll do what you said. I pick up my bag as I'm talking, like I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take it, but we're gonna hide it in the toilet and close it, and we're gonna close the bathroom, and we're gonna leave, and we're not coming back in here. So take all your stuff.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I do as he says. I grab like I wouldn't have unpacked bag, and Charlie and my little baby sack, and head out the door.
You can, or step back out into the corridor. I'm guessing looking a little bit more flustered than when you first appeared in the corridor. And even Aiden looks past. He's like, "Morning, hello."
Well,
Morning.
how you sleep? Good.
Great.
Ah, good. Breakfast. I hear. We go.
Hope the three of you didn't get into too much trouble last night. And he winks at Edward.
he reacts like that guy just did. He just walks down the stairs, bag on his arm, just like, And
if I see that wink, do I catch that wink, Alice?
I don't know, Bo. How subtle are you being? Is this just to Edward, or is this?
I'm not being subtle. It's to all of them.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah, I'd be like, well, if you're referring to the threesome we had, it was just wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm gonna walk down the stairs immediately after I say that.
It was good monkey business, as they say.
Aiden is actually stood there with his mouth open, like.
Lady.
Breakfast. 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 Come on,
Yep.
Professor. And he just starts walking, keeping a way distance from the other three.
I'm gonna kind of like gingerly, while invading Bo's personal space, but trying not to invade it too much, kind of grab him by the elbow and like steer him away for a moment.
Whoa, what's up?
I don't know that we should be engaging in breakfast activities with them. They are clearly ruffians, and you are here to gather information, but you know, paparazzi and movie stars and we should not be associating. I don't think that is, you don't want reputations and all. That's a lot.
Your concern is very precious, and I appreciate it. I have no plan to, hang out anymore with those three. Frankly, it sounds like one of them is in a bit of trouble that I don't really need to get involved in, since he doesn't seem to trust us anyway. So, you're right. I'm here to do my job, and I'm ready to do it. I need to find myself a lady, and it's not going to be either of those two, so...
That is good. Yes, that would be ill-advised. Yes. So perhaps we see where they're sitting at breakfast, and we just sit somewhere farther away and just shrug and wave and apologetically, and then just at the earliest convenience we just peel away from them and we don't have to see them again.
You're right. Very good plan.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just a gentle, friendly nod and wave,
Yes.
see you down there.
My mother does this sort of thing all the time in society dinners with people she does not want to interact with. She's got this very particular shrug, like, "Oh well, I'm very sorry that I couldn't sit next to you, but I've got to go sit over here." It's very practiced. I think I could probably do it. So we'll just go.
Sounds good.
And you can walk down this corridor, down these steps, and you sort of go through the entrance where you came in, and this very open archway, you can see a dining room that is sort of also has a bit of almost like a balcony out looking over the desert, which is outside under shade. There's a lot of shade. And you see lots of tables. Yeah, there's a lot of shade. There's a lot of tables and white tablecloth, silver ware sort of adorning these tables. And you can see Aiden over by one of the tables, not quite outside, but like near the edge, just like, over here, I've got to stop.
Where are the three amigos?
Where are the three amigos?
Is this a sit and then they bring you food, or like more of a buffet type thing?
This looks like a bit of both. It looks like you could order hot food, but there's a table full of fruit.
I say we're probably at the table full of fruit, like making plates.
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, as soon as Aiden waves everyone over, we're gonna go over, right? That's.
I mean, obviously, but
So.
Aiden looks terrified. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. You got a lot of fruit there.
fruit is very good for you, Aiden. It makes you big and strong.
Mm-hmm.
And I feed a piece to Charlie as that's being said. Like a big old messy piece too.
Like Charlie is sat on the stood on the table with just this piece of fruit, just sort of diving into it basically.
Is it more you like the French toast? Is that what you like? I know you like the breadstick, so
I ordered bacon and eggs.
it's good too. Good protein.
I just like it.
You can sit. We don't bite you. Well, Charlie maybe, but it's broma. I kid. He no bite.
And
Just
Aiden is
wonderful.
like looking at the three of you, to the monkey, to both Bo and the professor, like,
We'll
Well,
just
he very awkwardly sits back down into this wicker chair. Like, you can see him, like, he literally runs his hands over the armrests, like, awkwardly, like, clinging at them at the end, like, so, why are you here? Other than the boat sinking, I meant the, you know, before the boat sank and then before the people and yeah. Oh my god, professor! Like, as you sort of going over to the side.
Well, I'm here with Maria. I met her back in Spain, but I'm here for adventure, my good man.
I'm here for a university, actually. They asked me to pick up some things.
Oh, what sort of things? Oh, like, he sort of didn't realize the professor sort of come up behind him at that point.
Oh, it's not important. I don't find it yet.
And Aiden quickly stands up, pulling his chair out for Theodore. So there you go. I'll get some others. Bo, there's one over there. And he starts dragging these chairs very loudly across this tiled floor.
While everyone's distracted by Aiden dragging a chair over, the silverware, is it real silver?
It's real silver.
I would like to try and, without anyone noticing, take some of the silverware and put it in my bag, please.
Sleight of hand, please, Edward.
I want to try to catch him. I want to observe this.
I think I have one reroll left. I'm going to use it.
You do have a reroll. You, like, as you go to do it, there's like a, you can, the clang of the silverware as like one of the knives sort of clings with the other, and Charlie is sort of very obviously looking at you and trying to see what you're doing. It is very obvious on an 84.
I try and play it off like I just dropped what I was holding, and it's super, I'm just like, yep, it just didn't sleep well and was up all night. Well, you know, we talked about it.
Well, doesn't seem like anyone here slept very well, so make sure to eat up.
You don't sleep well either, then.
No, I mean, yeah, well, you know, the bed was great, and that bed was great.
yes, beds are a thing I would rather not talk about right now. So
You know, like beds? You sleep on the floor? I hear it's good for your back, yeah? I don't know.
I was trying to move the conversation away from
Bed?
conversation of things that I didn't want to have a discussion about previous allusions to activities, and so you're an academic or an academic liaison.
Me?
Yes.
Well, sort of. I want to. I always want to study architecture, but they say in my home village, you know, women, they don't study. They only good for having children. So I leave, and then I find work finding historical artifacts for other universities and museums and stuff like that. I was in a war, so I'm good at finding things.
Well, that is completely absurd. Of course you can be an academic.
I think so too. The people, especially old abuelos, they don't understand that a woman can do what she wants, and if that is to study architecture and build her own house, that is exactly what she should be doing.
You should probably come to New England. They are very progressive when it comes to women and education. My sister, actually, my twin, Elizabeth, she is considerably better at all of this stuff than I am, and she's off doing some research right now. So you should consider that.
What does she study?
Very complicated chemistry and things.
You don't like chemistry?
It's not that I don't like it. It's just it's very hard to understand.
It's for very smart people, but you are very smart, Propheteri.
Well, yes. I mean, of course, I know many things and such.
Very organized. They
So
say
there's
an organized
me.
mind is.
What? Food?
I think they come and get your hot food.
Oh.
Aiden, you order for Propheteri or no?
Yeah. I ordered eggs and bacon. Is that okay? They did have
good,
mushrooms,
yes.
but I didn't know how. And Bo, I kind of did the same.
What I can eat anything, but man, sit down. You're running around all the time.
Yeah. And he quickly sort of very upright sinks into this wicker chair in between Bo and Theodore. Just smiles, sort of glancing across the table. His eyes never seem to leave Charlie fully as he's watching this monkey.
Charlie, he had nightmares last night.
I think there's something in the water here. Just to keep in mind.
You know what? I think so too. And there's gotta be something. None of us slept very right.
How do you know when a little tiny primate has had nightmares?
He's kind of a lot like us, and I kind of bring out Charlie a little bit, and like he's very clingy, by the way, and I kind of set him on my edge of the table, and I'm like, he does this, and I take his little arms and go, Charlie, can you do this? And I'm like, let's go, whoop, and try to get Charlie to do this.
And just like.
I'm like, good Charlie boy, and I pull a piece of like fruit off my plate and like give it to him.
Sort of quickly snatches it away and sort of stays sat on the table, sort of crouched. Just...
Fascinating. Does he? So he responds to the treats. You've done training.
Not so much. He and I just have a understanding. I got him when he was a runt. I won him in poker, and he was really small and scrawny. And I'm happy I won him. And I kind of like pick him up and like under the arms, like you would pass like a toddler or something. But like, you guys want to hold him?
Oh no! He, somebody else.
Bo shoots up. He's like, "Yeah, can I?"
Here, and I like kind of like pass him over like it's like my second or third child to a stranger, Just
I let him climb onto his very large bicep, and he just like starts like nuzzling his little chin and everything, and holding up a grape to him, see if he wants it.
Charlie sort of reaches out cautiously at first and sort of snatches the grape, but stays sat on your arm, is just looking at you because he's very close, sort of quizzically more than anything, just eating this grape.
Yeah, and I'm mesmerized by him. I'm just like, yeah, you're a little guy. You got hair everywhere.
He's
You're
sort of
so light.
reaches out this like grape-covered hand and just holds onto your nose.
Oh. I freeze. He's holding me.
I think he likes you.
I think so.
That's good. I like you too, bud.
There's a slight clatter as some dishes come round for Theodore, Bo, and Aiden. As you see these plates coming with eggs and bacon, that smell is just so comforting. And the lady who knocked on your door is there. Can I get you anything? She sort of looks over to the rest of you. Oh, hello. Sort of like looks over at this monkey and holds a finger out, and he sort of holds onto it for a little bit. Look, sorry, can I get you anything? There is a pot of tea on the way as well as coffee.
You sell morning mimosas?
No.
What about
no,
breakfast
eggs.
gin?
I can do eggs.
What about Irish breakfast?
Actually, that sounds good.
You have any whiskey?
Maybe Irish coffee.
Oh, Alice is frozen again.
Just keep talking about liquor.
That's a
I mean,
great.
that's what I
we-
thought you
we
meant
do
by
have some
Irish breakfast
whiskey.
was putting coffee.
Oh well, then let's get a bottle, a carafe of whiskey.
So we do have a bottle of whiskey behind the thing. We don't normally serve it until after dinner, but I'm sure I could do a whiskey.
How about you just do us a favor and put a little spot of that in all of our coffee?
Everyone's coffee?
Yes, ma'am.
It's
Did
good.
you sleep okay, all of you? Is everything fine?
It's good for your immunity. It
Mhm.
cleanses you. You ever heard? No, you're too young. You don't understand.
Okay, and she sort of disappears.
Is that true? Have there been studies on that?
And if it cleanses you,
The immunity.
oh, I don't know, but you get a cut, you pour alcohol on it, it makes it better, yeah. So
Yeah. Get shot, pour alcohol on it.
exactly.
Works just fine.
I had thought that you meant internally. I understand. Yes.
Well, my Mima drank it every day for like till she was like about 100. About, we don't really know when she was born, so take that with a grain of salt. But she drank it every day.
See, it's good for you. And if something is weird with the water, it can't hurt.
Ooh, it's the smartest thing you've said.
When it's about alcohol, I am always inteligente.
Theodore and Bo, could you please roll me a spot hidden check, please?
Oh, the role I never actually want to succeed. I succeeded.
Did it not come up? I clicked it. Do it again.
It hasn't come. Oh, okay.
No! I have a reroll. I'm gonna use it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see.
So Bo and Theodore, you're chatting, and behind these other three, you see the other tables. You can see Charlotte sort of sat out underneath the awnings. You can see John Cooper and his dog sat very close to the bar. And Bo, you have to double take for a second. But Theodore, you feel a chill run down your back as Theodore sits on the table across the room, raises a coffee to you, and drinks it down.
Feeling my mouth again.
Your lips are there.
I'm just going back and forth, like trying to somehow get both Theodores in my like line of sight and be like, and then I'm like poking Theodore.
Told you. I told you. I told you. I told you.
That's what you saw last night?
Yes. And you took away my mouth. It was very disconcerting.
All right, wait here, and I'm gonna get up and walk over to that figure.
Holy shit. Okay.
You walk over to the table. You see Theodore sat there. Looks up and smiles at you.
Theodore?
Nods.
What are you doing over here when you're over there?
The person looks past you, back up at you. And there's that uncomfortable smile again where it looks slightly too stretched. And leans down and lights up a cigarette. And leans down into a bag. And pulls out a bust of Anubis, puts it on the table, slides it across.
I'm gonna pick it up because I recognize it.
You pick
And
it
it's
up.
solid.
It's solid.
What the hell is this? Why are you looking for it?
And the face looks confused for a second. And Theodore back at the table.
Yeah, what am I?
You have seen Bo's just stepped into your line of view, and you can see Bo holding something and almost leaning kind of not aggressively but demandingly across this table as he steps to the side. And you see Charlotte Cole sat there with a cigarette. Can I have my coffee back now, Mr. Veed? And Bo, you see Charlotte take a drag on this cigarette, not Theodore. It is coffee. I don't know. I'm sure they'll get you a cup.
Yeah, well, why do you want it? And he takes a sip, throws it back down, and walks away.
She's just, you see her face is bizarre. Just don't. And she sort of gestures to one of the waitresses and just points at her coffee cup.
And I sit back down next to Theodore, and I'm like, "When did he walk away? Did I pass out?"
Are you two all right?
Do you have a problem with her?
She's now watching your table, just like.
Now I say we just ignore her, not pay her any mind. Anyway.
Soon coffee comes over to your table. There is whiskey in it.
Drinking it down, asking for a refill right away.
I think same. I think just.
Aiden's looking around all of you like, everyone okay? As he sort of nervously eats his eggs.
I take a piece of Aiden's bacon and I don't even try and make it sneaky, and I put it in my mouth.
Aiden looks shocked, like, like, you just touched my. It's fine. And looks over at Theodore. Touch my food. No one touches my food.
All right. Now seeing Edward show his like kleptomania twice at breakfast, I'm gonna quietly, or at least to Theodore, Theodore, why don't you take a walk with me for a second?
Yes. I look at the three of them. We have a very busy day ahead of us. We've got a lot that we need to do for the research for the project. So we'll bid you all adieu and best of luck with all of your travels.
Yeah, gotta deal with the front desk for a minute.
And that as well. Yes.
All
You-
right.
You have a way to leave? That's not the ship?
Well, we're trying to figure that out now, so excuse
Right.
us.
Yes.
All right, well, if you need some help or some persuasive abilities, you let us know.
Absolutely.
It was very nice meeting you, and definitely do consider a career in academics. I think you have a bright mind.
Thank you. It's nice meeting
if you
you
don't,
too.
continue to allow yourself, distractions. Too many distractions can be. Yes. Okay. Goodbye.
Aiden's looking at you, he's like, are we going?
Yes. Come.
Okay. And he just sort of necks this coffee, doesn't realize there's whiskey in it. You see him just, and he sort of quickly stands up and follows you hurriedly.
All right. Once we're far enough, I'm gonna mention to Theodore that I don't know what we've been seeing, but something is after something, it seems. And
So, if I can be a little bit more specific about what was written in my journal last night, the not ghost future me confusing apparition indicated that my companion, and I assumed Aiden, had accidentally malappropriated something. But now I'm thinking maybe, because you're also my companion, if the three of us just discuss, maybe we accidentally have something in one of our bags or something, and then we can give it back to the...
You've lost me. I'm sorry, what? I just thought we were having breakfast.
well,
Did you find anything in your bags that was not meant to be there?
No, we're quite meticulous with our packing. I have a list and everything.
I know, and that's why I was very confused.
yeah, and I've already actually gone through my room, searched it up and down, and nothing showed up. And then that thing, whatever it was, that lady had it again. She put it on the table, and
Had what?
the bust, the little statue thing. I don't know what it is. It looks like a dog.
Statue of a dog.
Do you mean like a jackal?
Yeah? I don't really know what jackals are.
And Ada sort of looks over at Theodore like
And Theodore is trying to blank face so that Aiden will continue, because Theodore also does not know what Aiden's going on about.
yeah, like you know, like the stuff we see on before we got on the ship, like Anubis, jackal god, dog god.
Yes, that one. Yes, of course, of course. Was it like an Anubis?
Yeah, I guess it was. It didn't really have much of a face. It was just a vague shape. Alice is freezing on the funniest faces. It's
Every time.
But my concern is that the apparition was very clear that it was about the moon. And correct me if I'm wrong, Aiden, and please correct me. What is the purview of Anubis again? Just, for Bo's sake.
Oh, like, Egyptian afterlife and stuff. I found a great book on it on the library before we left.
But not the moon, correct? Because that's a different
Yeah, that's
area.
Yeah.
That's the other god.
You mean
This god.
the moon or a moon?
Amun. Yes.
Like,
Isn't
Amun.
well, that's like a traditional Egyptian name, isn't it? God? I don't know. I didn't really... It's all in my book. And, like, he picks up this book, which was very tatty, and he has a lot of bookmarks in it. He's like, it's just like a poor thing.
I should really read our script. I bet a lot of these names are in there.
Yes, it's just, I committed all of these things to memory so long ago, and it's been there's been so much going on. It's hard to recall things.
The boat did sink.
That's
yesterday.
it.
It's stress.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what's Amun? It's just a name?
I don't know. I mean, it's got to be in here somewhere. And he sort of starts flicking through this book.
Theodore's just racking his brain for the words Amun. I don't even know what I would... yeah.
You probably, I'd say you would know this. It is a traditional sort of like an Egyptian name, a very old Egyptian name from the earlier dynasties. You've heard mention of cities named after it, but not necessarily anything specific. It's not a well-known location.
Based on my extensive studies, I don't... it's almost a generic name. It could be just about anything. It's you know.
Well, all right. Well, I don't know about any of that, but I just know whatever I saw wants this bust of what was its name? The
And
dog.
Aiden looks up. It's just like, well, a moon thing is right here. It's one of the gods. It's the if the translation is right, it's something to do with the sun and the air. Anubis, however, is definitely underworld.
Anubis.
Afterlife. Yeah, that's him. Jackal, and he sort of like holds out this picture of this like sketch, this drawing that someone's put in this book.
No, I'm not saying that this stuff is all
Was it, very pointy at the top? I remember the Anubis was the pointy one. I had a whole mnemonic to remember the pointy one. Yes.
Yeah, it was pointy. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't know if this stuff is real. I don't know what's happening, but I think one of those three are involved in it. People have been chasing us since we're on the boat. Edward, I had a little talk with Edward on our way over to this hotel, and he's already in hot water. And I know there was something he wasn't telling me.
Well, of course they don't. I don't have words enough for that. They're clearly here on a vacation and to do whatever they want in hotel rooms. It's none of our concern.
But it's happening to us. Do you think we'll turn our back on these guys and it'll just stop?
It really depends on how much we think the ghost, the apparition, not me, creature views what makes one a companion. If he wasn't paying all that much attention and he thought that we had something to do with them, then perhaps.
And meanwhile, as this is happening, what is
Okay.
Edward, Maria, and Idris doing, even if Edward is eating Aiden's breakfast?
I would just be like probably talking to Maria as Edward ate, being like, man, they really can't handle the idea of a threesome. I mean, you see their faces, they just about lost it. Lord, I was kidding.
I never have one, but they sound atrocious based off of how they react.
I don't know.
I mean, they must have had some if they know something to make them look like this.
Maybe a bad experience, you're right. Maybe we touched on a sensitive spot.
You think they have one together?
You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe we caught them and they were a little embarrassed. But you know what? They can do what they want. They're 3 grown men.
See, I don't care, but maybe they think we know their secret. They get very shy. It's maybe for the best we don't talk about it again.
You're right. Inappropriate of me.
Yeah, maybe just to make the boys feel a little more, no offense, Edward, feel a little more relaxed. We don't talk about this again. But they are standing very close together over there.
Yeah, they kind of were a little weird. Did you see?
Yes. Prophet Teddy, he always grabbing a bow. I don't know. Like I said, ain't no problem with me. I don't care, but...
Well, no problem with me either, but I think something else is going on. Besides their romantic life, whatever it may be, they're getting real weird. I don't know. Bo drink the coffee from what's her name?
Yes, from Charlotte. He seemed very jumpy.
Very weird.
And they say, maybe it's because they don't sleep good. They say they don't sleep good. Maybe they have similar dream with the mirrors.
Maybe.
I want to look around. The guy with the dog, is he down here also?
Yeah, he's sat on one of the tables closest to the bar.
Maybe we see if anyone who seem more important than us have a way to leave? Like Charlotte or the man over here?
Yeah, Charlotte, she seems like an independent woman. I want to be her when I grow up, so she just might not. She might know. I think you're right.
Edward, you think you come?
Yeah, we can try Charlotte first, and if she doesn't have a way to leave, we can talk to the guy and the dog.
Yes, he say he do this all the time, so he should know other ways.
That's true. Right. So do we get up as a group and all three go?
We'll approach Charlotte. Okay. She sees you coming, puts out her cigarette. You see her shoulders just sort of as you walk over. Hello.
Good morning. How you sleep last night?
Well, I suppose.
It's good. We were wondering, you say you do this often, this trip?
Well, I don't normally stop here.
Of course. But being a woman of the world, as you are, and having been in the area more than we have, of course, you know a different way to go on from here? Or no?
Normally there is a car or a bus or something that comes by once a week.
You know what day?
And she sort of looks over. There's a man stood in the corner. Friday.
Okay, thank you. We don't want to interrupt your breakfast.
Thank you. She lights up another cigarette.
Maria will turn back to the amigos and sort of She say there is a bus or a car come by on Friday. I have very many tequilas. I don't remember what day is it. Friday today?
Today is Tuesday.
Oh man, that is kind of far away. I don't know about you. I don't want to spend, that many days here, especially with what's been happening. And if we're leaving something in the toilet, we should really get going.
And I don't think Bo will cover Edward's room every night.
Not after what's happened recently with how they're acting, no.
Yeah, sorry, Eddie. If they think you are in some sort of cahoots with us, and then they'll invite you to the boys' club, is it okay?
I'll be fine. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, we can ask the man if he knows any other way besides this bus or car.
We can certainly do that.
Okay, you both animal people. You talk with them. Idris, yeah?
Yeah, I'll bring over Charlie, because the dog and the Charlie had seemed interested last time together, so I'm going to bring Charlie over. But, excuse me, sir. I hate to interrupt, but you seem to know.
Sit down. Come on, put up a chair. I want to see this little fella, as he sort of sees you approach with Charlie.
I do that. I pull up a chair, and I sit down and go, sir, you seem to be a man of the world. And
I am. He takes out these small pair of spectacles and rests them on his nose as he leans closer to Charlie.
And, me and my little fella here, we were just wondering, how are you getting out of here? We don't want to wait till Friday for this car.
Why? It's fantastic here. You couldn't wait for the car. No?
We got some things to do and people to see, if you know what I mean.
They've got camels.
Oh. Where does one rent a camel?
One rents a camel outside the hotel lobby.
Oh, wow. Okay. Have you ridden a camel before?
No. Have you seen those things? They spit.
Oh, that's a lot like my Aunt Bertha, so that's okay. I can handle that.
Everyone has an aunt like that.
Oh, don't we all? And be like, yeah, I just wasn't sure if it's much like riding a horse. I've ridden horses before, but I haven't ridden anything with humps.
I mean, do you know where you're going?
I believe my partners do know. and I'm gonna like kind of, if Maria seemed to have been standing back a little bit, I'd be like, Maria, where are we
Yes.
going again?
Down, all of you, put up a chair, for goodness sake. I'm craning my neck up.
I thank you for the invitation. Yes, we were wanting to continue along the river, but safe distance.
Well, you can do that if you want. I mean, I'm not stopping you. I'm just telling you that there are camels outside.
Do you know how much they cost?
No, I don't ride them. Anyway, I had a ghastly night's sleep, so I'll be staying here for at least another 2 nights to get over it.
Oh, you have bad dreams or you hear things?
Yes, someone wouldn't stop knocking.
I don't hear that, but our mirror exploded.
Excuse me?
Well, I don't know. Maybe there was some sort of earthquake, or maybe someone hitting the wall behind it. It fall over. It could be the same person.
Okay, I'm a very heavy sleeper and I didn't hear any earthquake. I was in the war, you know, so I'm pretty alert.
I was in the war too.
You could see him like phasing in and out. But he's like, I am very alert. And he's very rosy cheeks where like this white tash sort of sits neatly. But anyway, weird things happen out here. Like I said on the boat, very strange things. Isn't it wonderful? So thrilling. God,
Yes, it's
something different.
Thrilling's a word. Thrilling's certainly a word.
Did you hear the knocking? Other than the mirror exploding or whatever it is you said, I don't really remember. But why? Have you all experienced something?
Yes, I guess, yeah.
Well, hurry up, child. Then what? What happened?
Well, we think something was coming out the toilet.
You know, you should probably report that to the front desk.
Well, you know, we just sat so early, we haven't really gotten to it yet. So we'll go tell them after breakfast. I mean, we made sure nothing could come back out, if you know what I mean. But, you know, other than that, the mirror shattered. And it just kind of seemed a weird vibe.
yeah. None of us stay asleep very long or awake very long. We try sleeping one at a time, make sure no one come in and mess with our things. I don't know if your room got broken in on the boat as well, but so we tried to stay up, but none of us we keep I guess awake dreaming. You have a word for this?
And he sort of looks at you and he's handing a piece of bacon to Charlie as he's like talking to you.
Oh.
Charlie's holding onto his hand.
Sorry, I don't think he's ever had bacon. I don't know if it was.
Oh, he'll love it.
No, I like kind of look at Charlie and I'm like, with my eyes, trying to be like, don't do it. Trying to give up mom eyes to a little monkey.
Yeah, this monkey is clearly being told not to do it, and you can just see that tongue come out like, like as that bacon gets closer. Like, it's fine, he's fine. I feel it to Caswell all the time. And this dog, you hear sort of like a whine as it looks up briefly before like a huff as its head drops back down.
And with that, I'll probably be like, to the gentleman and be like, oh, isn't that so-and-so off that boat? And I'm going to point at just a random person. When I do that, I'm going to snatch that bacon right out of Charlie's hands and give it to the dog really quick. Yeah.
Charlie's not happy about it, but he lets you do it. Like, he's just looks like he's in a strop. And you get a little bit of like a crouch down and a glare at you. And John turns back. See? You liked it.
Ah, thank you. You know what? I'm sure. Charlie, was that delicious? And I just kind of be a little jerk to Charlie a little bit, like, don't you love that?
And this, if a monkey could scowl back, that is what it's doing.
And I like kind of give him a new piece of fruit to kind of make him in.
Swipe away, and he turns obviously his back and starts eating with his back to you. Well, you're not going to stay here and see the sights before you go, or what are you going to do? I hear there is a wonderful oasis somewhere in that direction, and You always get the tourists trying to look for ruins or temples. It's so annoying, frustrating. Amateurs. But you're not going to enjoy any of the sights, or are you just going to walk along the Nile and avoid some of those lovely crocodiles and hippopotamuses, I believe? I think that's
That's a good point, sir. Maria, Edward, should we go investigate some of these potential oases and such?
See, maybe we find the map. Maybe Prophet Eddie have map. He seems a guy that has many things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the professor. I saw a lot of the boat. You were on the boat, weren't you?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I found a lot of bow ties floating on the surface. I don't know if you could give them back to him. And he sort of reaches down into his bag, and there's just like this little fold up, and he's like, I assume they're his.
Oh, please, I take.
They were silk. It seemed a shame to let them stay there.
Yes, I think he will be very happy.
Okay, well, I'm going to finish my breakfast.
I take these back to the Prophet.
Maybe I'll see you on the drive in the jalopy out of here. Yes.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. That's if a hippopotamus doesn't get you first.
Pat's Caswell.
And he sort of goes back to this very strong, alcoholic strong smelling coffee and these bacon and eggs with the remaining bacon.
I pick up Charlie and I kind of like nod at him and salute him away, and I kind of walk back towards our table where our bags are.
You can. And Theodore and Beau, at this point, what are you doing? You probably would have seen them walk over to John. Take something off him, like wrapped up, not in a parcel form, but like in a piece of material, and then go back to get their bags. Would you leave them, or?
Now they're trading packages with the strange old fella.
Well, what do you say? Should we ditch them? Or
Who knows what they're
try and
involved in?
find this thing and just finish whatever it is so they can leave us alone?
Well, we should probably have a stern talking to with them.
Yeah. Okay.
You're an actor. It's a role. It's a role of a person who is in danger from ghosts that steal your mouth, but they don't need to know that. But that's your motivation. I've heard that, so, and then Aiden and I will stand behind you and look very tough.
Well, that's is a plan, but I can't really force anyone to tell me anything, especially when I've already tried.
I could try and look tough, Ugh.
You may not know this about me, but I have a bit of a background in acquiring things sneakily, and I could at least try to go through their stuff and just avoid.
That is a much smarter idea than my plan. Yes.
All right, then we'll see what I can do. Maybe.
Do you think that you could get into their room without key?
Oh, I can certainly try.
So Aiden and I need to distract them.
Yeah, why don't you do that? I'm gonna head up right now before they get over here.
All right, Aiden. What should we try to talk to them about?
And you see him sort of breaking up as they walk over, and sort of almost shouts in their direction. It's sunny outside.
Yes, indeed. So, hi again. It would seem I was premature in our exit. How was the rest of your breakfast?
I got you something. And she holds out the bundle.
Well, you have ages though, Professor. I can check it first.
For Christ's sake, it's bow ties.
He say it's silk, and probably yours, I figure. I don't see any other men with bow ties on our boats.
Is it bow tie? Like any sort of like looking over.
I was very sad that we lost the yellow one.
Oh no, it looks like it is in here.
Thank you.
Of course. Where is Bo going?
To
sort out the room arrangements. He's packing.
Right. Yes.
Oh, good. We hear there are camels.
Well, you know, it is Egypt.
No to ride, Professor.
You get them at the front desk.
If we want to
gonna-
leave.
Are you going sightseeing?
Or, you know, to go where you wanted to go in the first place. That or you have to stay here till Friday. And it's only Tuesday.
Oh. Yes, I don't really want to stay here until Friday.
I don't know how many people you can fit on a camel.
Well, surely you
Well,
get
I
more
think
than one.
Probably depends on the size of the breed of the camel, because there's a number of different species of camels.
Most likely, we'd all need our own.
You ride on the hump or in between the hump? I never know.
Feel like
I'm sure they'll tell us.
My Asian's looking genuinely confused right now.
Because we could probably share a few camels. If we could fit 2 people per camel, we can definitely like save some money.
See?
Well, if there's multiple breeds, we could just ride 3 to a camel, and then we only need 2.
Well, you're looking to come with Bo and I.
I mean, we're on the same boat. We're going to the same place, yes? Oh no. And we figure
Yes.
you have all the books. You probably have a map or something,
All the interesting places to see.
or oases to stop at.
Yes, you're right. That is the most logical and sensible option for people who are stranded at a hotel who had intended to go to a particular destination. That makes.
And you don't have guns, but Idris and I, we shoot very good. So it makes
Hey,
sense.
I shoot very good too, remember?
And Eddie, he shoot good too.
Y'all shoot good.
Are you anticipating?
Well, crocodiles, hippopotamuses.
I heard the hippos are real mean.
Do they have big snakes down here? It seems like a place with big snakes.
Well, they have little snakes, but they're very mean.
See? So safety in numbers is what we're kind of saying, I think.
It's true, Professor. I can't shoot a gun. I don't have a gun.
Yes. No. This is the. This course of action makes perfect sense.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like we scratch your back, you scratch ours.
I do prefer to scratch my own back. Typically, it's a personal space thing.
Yeah, we shoot your snake, you guide us to Oasis. It's the same thing.
Same thing.
That works better. Yes.
I'm Bo.
Well, Bo probably will be a few minutes. I think that he also said that he needed to, you know, re-pomade his hair, and other things. We could. How was the coffee with the whiskey in it? Would you? I would love to have more of that. I think while we wait for Bo to return.
I'll go to the bar, and Aiden starts sort of shuffling towards the bar.
You know,
I just got hungry for another wave of breakfast. To be honest, I don't think I had enough the first time. You know,
Oh,
I-
okay.
we could make a thing of it. Just breakfast the second time around. It's interested.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I know that
Excellent.
Bo is he's a handsome fellow. I don't know why he's bothering with all that stuff. It's gonna go crazy in this weather anyway.
Actors.
No, I don't though. He's the first one I know.
That's fair. Well, then this is the gold standard.
Pomade. I don't think I've ever owned that. I'm gonna have to ask him to borrow it. I don't know where I'd do with it. Is it just make your hair instantly glamorous?
Kind of, tames it and slicks it back. It smells quite nice too. If you get a little too, get kind of close to him, it's very strong smelling but pleasant.
I have never been so close to Bo, but
Maybe I'll ask him for a sniff.
When he walks by, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. He keeps his distance from us ladies, though.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to like the two of you much.
Oh no, he loves ladies in general. I think that he's a gentleman, of course, with the ladies. So not unless asked to be close. Theodore is just bad at this and constantly darting his eyes down the hallway to see when Bo's gonna return. Incidentally, it's very.
Where is Bo right now?
Bo is in there. Hopefully, has made it to their room by this point and is starting to go through just cupboard by cupboard or shelf, closet, sheets, all of that, nooks and crannies, and but not trying to throw the room apart and leave traces.
I'm assuming this is in the Three Amigos room.
Yes.
And Three Amigos, where did you leave the bust?
In the toilet with the lid closed.
With the lid closed. With the bathroom door closed and locked.
Oh, so
you can tell the door is closed, Bo.
Well, I'm definitely going to try to open it, and then it's locked.
If you do a sleight of hand check first to see if you can just try and get it open.
Sleight of hand. Ooh, this is not going to work. Oh, this is when I need that reroll, damn it. Oh, shit.
Yeah, you sort of rattle on this door, but it is fast. And the other side of the door, you can hear what sounds like broken glass juttering against the bottom of the door.
All right. Can I try to pick the lock?
Yeah, roll me. Hang on. Let's have a look. I think it'd be another sleight of hand. If you do, I don't see. Oh no, there is locksmith. Sorry, there is locksmith.
Oh Lord. Oh. Ooh. Should I even try? I have a 1 in there.
What? No.
If you get it, then I will be so impressed. Again, you sort of you can feel your frustrations that are gathering as this door you're sort of shaking and it's not opening.
Can I throw my body at it?
Just want to just roll an all-out strength for me.
I'm gonna attack this son of a
Attack
bitch
the door.
Strength. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. You sort of throw yourself at the door, and on the second try, you sort of not break the lock, you bend the lock slightly, and you can fall into this room and stagger onto what is just a shattered mirror.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that sucks.
You don't hurt yourself. You haven't fallen onto this. This is
yeah.
gathering.
Yeah. But he's still just God damn it. Now he's gonna track glass everywhere. So I'm gonna start searching the cabinets in the bathroom and under the lid of the toilet, the bowl of the toilet, and also everywhere. Or should I just roll a spot hidden?
If you are purposely literally going through everything, I would say you find it.
The bathroom door was locked for a reason, so he knows it's in here. Something is in here.
And you can lift up that toilet seat. and there is a small bust of what you now know to be Anubis.
Son of a bitch, is what he says. And I'm gonna grab like the pillow cloth off of the pillow from the bed and like use that to go into the toilet. It's gonna still absorb the water, but he doesn't want to touch the statue itself. So he's gonna.
Yeah, you can do that. You can reach in and pick it out in this absolutely drenched, sort of dripping wet, almost like pillowcase or towel.
Mhm.
It is there.
Then dry it off and put it in the other pillowcase and the dry one, and then wrap it around and shove it like behind my shirt or in my pocket. In my pocket.
You can do that. What do you do? Do you just leave the room, or?
I will try my best to get all the glass out of my shoes so I don't take it out of the room with me or like leave any glass on me at all.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, if it doesn't look like, can I roll something to try and fix the door? I have art craft.
You're gonna sit there and whittle a door.
I don't know, hammer it back into place. Whack it back into place.
Yeah, you can. So, are you literally trying to use brute force, or are you trying to do this subtly? Also, bear in mind, all the bags are gone.
All the bags are gone?
All of their belongings are gone. As if they've taken them with them.
Oh shit, okay. Well, I'm gonna at least try and close the door. Will the door still close, the bathroom door?
The door closes, it doesn't click into place, but you can almost, as if it's in the door frame.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna close the lid to the bathroom, the toilet, and also shut the door, and after I've cleaned my feet, go to our rooms just to see if our stuff is still in there. Because I don't think we...
No, it's all in there. So all your stuff is in there.
Oh, okay. Alright, well... I'm gonna, in our room, like, hold the statue up and just be like, take it. Whatever's following me, leave me the fuck alone and take this goddamn thing.
You feel someone move behind you.
Turn around.
There's no one there.
I'm gonna wait like a solid 2 minutes.
And you stay there, and you distinctly feel breathing on the back of your neck.
All right, enough of this shit. Do you want it or not?
And you know when you can sense something behind you, it's not actually touching you. Take it back.
To where it came from? Or the toilet?
And there is almost like out of the corner of your eye, you can't see it, but not a human face, but a long jackal snout starts to move just in your peripheral.
Ooh.
And you hear a snarl, and you feel drool drop onto your shoulder.
All right, I guess. Can you tell me where this belongs? Is it where I'm going?
Those words that Theodore and Aiden were talking about. You hear the word Amun almost hissed into your ear. The city.
Okay, you got it. I'll take it there. And
then there is nothing. That breath is gone. that snout is no longer there. You are stood in your room with a damp bust.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, gonna wrap it up again, put it in my pocket, head back downstairs.
And you can. And Theodore, you can see as Aiden comes over with just straight up glasses of whiskey right now and hands sort of thrusts it into your palm awkwardly, smiling at the others. You see Bo from behind them walking back down the corridor with all of your bags.
Theodore's just gonna start just some nervous drinking. Right there.
Professor, are you all right?
You know, when in Egypt, day drink. That's what they say.
I mean, you would know. You're the professor, but I've never heard that.
You just haven't been here long enough. They're all doing it. See the look around.
Yeah, but that's just kind of us. I wouldn't use this as a base standard for drinking rules. We kind of just do it all the time.
It's true. You build up a tolerance.
It shows a lust for life and adventure, and this is quite good, actually.
Here, Professor Teddy, I agree. Or sorry, Professor Theodore, excuse me. Here, I like that. Lust for life.
Teddy is fine. Teddy is
even Aiden
fine.
looks at you like
Just fine.
All right, Professor Teddy. See, that's a cute name.
Cute.
Yeah, you're adorable. Look at you. You're all brain smart.
And the little thighs.
Little ties, yeah. You're all cute.
You're probably getting a little red face.
Aiden does not know what's happening. He's looking at Teddy very
does make you feel very warm, you know? It's
Boo! Like, as he sort of tries to, he feels very uncomfortable that Theodore is slowly getting more and more relaxed.
That's a thing that is happening, sure.
Oh, we're thinking of getting camels, I think. We're getting camels, right? Was that what we were doing?
See, camels.
Camels and morning whiskey.
Of different varieties, and you can tell that
Breakfast
there's a little bit of whiskey sort of slowly sinking into Aiden.
How's your hair?
Well, you tell me.
It's lovely. As always. Isn't his hair lovely?
Yeah, the smell is nice. Yeah.
Well, let's see if it holds up to the desert. 1 second here.
That's the hope.
Are these camels for everyone?
We assume. We don't know how many they can carry, but we think if Prophet Teddy, he has a map and we have the guns, we go the same way we were planning on going along the boat, and we get to where we're going. You can get your movie research and we can finish our business.
Right, because we can't leave this place until Friday if we wait. So
I don't want to stay here till Friday.
that's 3 whole days of sitting around in this
Hotel.
bow.
Well, I got some bad news. But it is good news to hear that we're going together, so I got that already taken care of. But I assume we're all heading to Amun. Yes.
I assume so.
Yeah,
I think so. I was told we would know when we stop. That is where the boat was going, yes? Oh, no.
I don't know. I've never heard of a place called Amun before.
Oh, then I don't know.
Well, I mean, we could follow the river.
See, I was told end of the river we get off and that's where we're going. But I don't know. It could be somewhere else. I don't know the name.
Well, Bo is talking specifically about a city that he and I and Aiden, of course, needed to go to for our research. You are more than welcome to. And Theodore's doing that thing where he's like shooting eye daggers at Bo, like, what are you doing? But you know, if you, with your lust for life and day drinking, had wanted to accompany us on our very boring academic mission to Amun.
Then... yeah, I'm fine with that. Sorry, I forgot to mention, guys, when I was up in our room, I heard kind of a ruckus going on. Did you schedule some kind of clean in your room? You got all your stuff out already, right?
Let's see, we have all our stuff.
Golly,
You're talking about just now with your hair.
Yeah, I was up in our room getting the last of our stuff, and I guess, I don't know, I assumed someone was in there cleaning or...
No, I have my things. Idris, Edward, do you have yours?
Yeah, I got my stuff.
Got my bag.
Probably just cleaning.
All right, well, I hope they didn't ruin the damn place. Sounded like they were throwing a party.
Guys, if so, it's the same thing as happened on the boat, yes? More reason to leave now.
It is still on my dime. Well, the studio's dime. Yeah, maybe we should leave beforehand in case they decide to charge me for anything.
A man, the one you recognize from the front desk, one of them from the front desk comes up and he's just like, "My friends, your camels are ready."
That was alarmingly fast. Thank you. I'm trying to lock eyes with Bo to like get any sort of like information across with just our eyeballs, but it probably just looks like we're making eyes at each other.
I wink. Don't worry, I got my pomade.
Like, do we pick up on this eye thing?
I hope so.
If you want,
Got
like,
the pomade.
specifically.
If I see that, I'm gonna look to Maria and Edward, be like, with our eyes speak, being like, "I think we're right. There's a thing going on over here," and just be like,
Aiden is stood there with two hands holding this crystal whiskey glass, just sipping, watching everything going on.
Mister, how you know we want camels? You speak with the older gentleman?
No, you booked them earlier.
Right.
They're already one each. Unless you want to share.
No, say one each is fine. I must forget, it's the whiskey. It's very early.
Wait, so you booked camels for all?
See.
All six?
See, yes. Thank you. Goodbye. Adios.
No problem, they are just outside. You will
Okay.
see one of my companions out there. He will hand them over to you.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, that was very optimistic that we were going to come with you. And Theodore is just going to
excuse me.
just one more.
Teddy, I know book them.
"Yeah,
Shit.
we did not book those camels."
Oh,
No.
I did while I was up in the room. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
How you book camels from in the room?
For all six of us?
For the phone.
They have camel collect? How
All
you
I
know
told
what
them
number?
was we needed to get out of here, and they took care of it.
oh, all
And
right.
I'm giving Theodore a look like,
Right.
See
right.
if you say
that's-
so.
You know, the technological innovations of our time are very impressive. You've got, okay.
shall we?
Thank you, Bo. We pay you back later.
Oh, don't worry about it.
And you can all walk outside and you're almost hit by this bright light and this wave of heat as you leave like the air conditions or fans sort of area. And you see a man in long robes, sort of again face and mouth covered, so you can see there's a lot of sand blowing, as he stands there holding these camels and sort of gestures towards you, and they all kneel down. Sort of, you see their front legs fold down, and then they sit back.
Well, so do we sit between the humps, or what do we just hop on?
You see that there's like a rug, a colorful rug, where you're supposed to sit, like some in between, some over the top, and this man you just pats where it is.
All right. I guess.
Bo uses this as like a learning opportunity for his role, because he knows he's gonna have to ride a camel at some point. So he's like, oh, okay. Oh, and he thinks about how he's gonna like mount it, try and make it look cool and everything, and like have like a nice little sway when he rides. He's using it to get inspiration, find that character.
Find that character. Okay.
Theodore will walk over to you and just. No, you look a lot like you're trying to ride a horse. You want to, and then he'll just kind of like move your hand like into a better position for it.
Oh, like here?
That looks better. Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, thanks, Theo.
And then go back.
I need you all to make a ride check, please, as these camels stand.
Oof.
Wow, Edward.
Rat. I realized
I did not good.
Oh gosh, mine's so low.
I love how none of us spec'd into ride. Oh my
Well,
goodness.
I have animal handling instead.
I put many points into drive.
Yeah, better drive.
If you would like to roll animal handling instead.
Oh yes, the professor with fear of most animals. This is probably as close to.
I don't see animal handling.
Have to add it in
It's
as
under
a
other
special
skills.
Yeah.
Oh,
if you
okay.
can, it's
I failed either way. So.
Okay, none of
You know what? I have a lot of luck, and that was actually not that bad a roll. And I haven't used any yet. I'm gonna cover the distance, and I'm gonna not mess this up.
Okay.
It was 19 points of luck I need to spend.
You can do that. You can spend 90 points of luck as you get on this camel. And you are the only one who gets on this camel with grace, effectively. The rest of you kind of stagger, kind of fall. I'm afraid, Edward, on a 96, you don't fall off the other side, but my goodness, do you get stuck at an ankle. And this man who's holding up the camels is really trying to like shove you on in the right direction. As these camels raise up, you sort of jolt forwards, and he sort of pushes you back on as you mount these camels.
Ooh. Watch your family jewels there, boys.
I'm gonna like pick up Charlie and put him on the hump in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, you know what? I think this isn't too bad, but Professor Teddy, I thought you said you never rode a camel before.
Did I say that?
Just roll with it.
Oh, did you? I thought you said you never rode a camel before.
You know, I think it's the whiskey. I just feel so much more relaxed. And, you know, I think that it can tell that I'm more relaxed.
You literally
Can't
almost
you?
you
What's
see,
your name?
You see,
You can't say what your name is.
this grumble and that whine, you know, that like that's sort of that annoying groan from a camel as you sort of try and talk to it. And you see Aiden, who also seems to have consumed a similar amount of whiskey to you. He stays on, but purely because he looks like he's almost ragdolling it. Like he's sort of going with the movement of this camel. And he sort of turns and he looks at you. He's like, "Shall we go?"
Yes, and your name is Fauntleroy. And no one's here to tell me otherwise. Fauntleroy.
You see, Aiden,
Everyone can name your camels. It's fun. It makes it more fun.
Do we have to?
I'll name yours for you. It's Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick.
Yes.
Ooh, name mine, Professor Teddy. What's mine called?
Well, now it has to all have a theme. Ferdinand.
Ooh, Ferdinand.
Isn't he a bull?
What?
The story of Ferdinand the Bull.
Oh no, I have an uncle named Ferdinand, and he actually has kind of a beard a little bit like that. That's kind of what I was basing it on.
No, it's sí, es autor of Ferdinando. Sí. I know, I read it when I was a child.
Well, if somebody wants a different name, that's fine. I just Ferdinand.
No, it's okay. It's good name.
I like it.
I was just curious what the inspiration was, that's all.
Uncle Ferdy.
Ooh, Uncle Ferdy.
What he's doing right now.
This
On
man
brand.
is looking up at all of you. You see some very quizzical eyes as he doesn't understand what you're saying.
We should go.
But
Let's
you're
go.
all sat on these camels, talking names at him.
I try to make my camel go.
Roll me a ride.
Great. Great.
Like all of us? Or
First of all, how did you fail on a 9?
Luck it! Luck it!
I can't spend 90 luck, but I can spend 4 luck.
On spending 4 luck, the rest of you see as Edward almost confidently, sort of with with one of his legs, knocks the side of this camel as it almost starts in a trot and almost starting into a gallop off in the direction, following along this river at a distance. And Edward, you look pretty confident on this. You seem to ride this quite well. I don't know how, but you do.
Probably named it.
Are the rest of you gonna take off after him? Or, because if you
Yes.
do, I need you all to make a ride check.
To try to
Or
try
animal handling.
Well, let's ride. Damn it.
It's okay, Bo. We're not good at this. It's the only thing we're not good at.
It's starting to look really bad. He's like trying to make it go, but it just kind of looks like he's humping it. He's like, come on, damn it.
Okay,
I'm not spending.
none of you fall off, but describe how bad this looks to me. As most of these camels see Edward's take off and they break into a canter.
I feel like we're running into each other. I feel like our camels were like just having a camel crash right now. We're just hitting each other.
Like Maria trying to juggle like a gun and the reins and also like bullets and stuff and just like trying to guide with the knees but also wearing a dress, and it's just all not working out at all.
Yeah, as Bo is like trying to thrust himself to get the camel into motion, the camel gets up at the wrong rhythm and like pushes me further into the air, and I kind of come out of the hump and I'm catching myself dragging off his butt for a little minute, and then I like kick myself back up like I did it. Listen, I got him to go.
And Theodore has no idea that he looks ridiculous. Theodore thinks he looks great because
Almost.
whiskey power. He thinks that this is going fantastically, and he is just telling a story about Uncle Ferdinand and just gesticulating, and has no idea that he's just kind of like wildly swaying as he goes. He's just overcompensating with all the hand talking and just keeps repeatedly almost falling over.
You think
doesn't
feel a hand push you upright slightly as Aiden, almost without control, does come past and looks like you're about to tip and just quickly pushes you back in the right direction before cantering past you. You don't know what he's saying, but he seems rather fearful.
You never met Uncle Ferdinand. You don't even know.
He can't hear you, he's gone.
You
And you sort of effectively run on these camels for quite a while, and you realize you've been traveling hours and hours, and the camels start to slow down after this canter, and they're just trotting, sort of padding over these dunes. And you are in the middle of the desert.
Do y'all know where we're going?
Prefetelli, I think, has a map or something.
That is accurate. Aiden! Aiden!
And you just hit,
You've got the
yes!
bags!
And he sort of like out of his belt pulls this map. He's like, I have! And he's miles ahead. He's sort of waving it even though he's way ahead of you. And
Can't read it from here.
hang on. This and you see him like that as he's trying to pull on this camel to stop. And it gradually sort of turns. It doesn't stop. It just sort of pads around in place as he holds this map out for you.
If it's been a couple hours at this point since we drank, I think that I probably am in me just tired
So
Point.
brave.
of having day drunk. Yes. Get the map. And has anyone been paying attention to landmarks as we went along?
No, I think you're leading, so I know.
There's desert over there, and desert over there, and there's desert behind us, and there's desert in front of us.
So we don't
You're
see the
welcome.
pyramids at all anywhere.
You don't see the pyramids. You've just got that burning sun in the sky.
Great. All right. Then I'm gonna try to get up to grab the map.
You can grab the map.
Okay. And I'm gonna look at the map.
Could you roll me a navigate, please?
I can try real hard. It's one of my better spells. Not spells. Wow, what do I even play?
What game is it? Yeah, on a success, you sort of look on this map, and it is very basic. This actually is hand-drawn, but you know where the sun is in the sky right now. You know that it's coming to sort of 4 p.m., 5 p.m. by how it is in the sky. You have the general direction of you heading east. And for you, this is the general right direction. There are no paths, there are no roads, and you know there won't be for a while. But you get, from looking at what you've got, you can see you're headed in the right direction.
About how long can I tell about how long it should take us to get there?
You reckon it should only be another few hours?
Yes. It should just be a few more hours. If anybody is feeling parched, because the drinking and the desert, rehydrate as needed. But yes, we're on the right path.
And could you all roll me a spot hidden check, please?
Oh, golly.
Oh, wow.
Darn it.
So those who succeeded, especially Theodore. Theodore, you're sort of... Oh, wow, okay. Those who succeeded, you look around, and you can see 6 camels on the horizon, moving, people sat atop of them.
That's...
Just seem to be slightly further ahead and slightly to your left.
Hey, you see these people up here or no?
Is that what they call... Is that one of those mirages? I mean, there's 6 of us.
I don't think. Oh.
Hello there. And I start like calling out like, I don't know who that is.
You
Hello?
don't hear anything back, but you see one of the people on the camel turn and do this, and then raise their arm up to look.
I know what this is. This is one of those mirages. This is. I know something, and it's this. Something about heat, and it reflects. That's all. That must be it.
You see us real, then why we want to talk with them? We know where we're going.
And yes, Theodore, there is one doing that as you do it.
I'm gonna put my hand to my mouth and feel for my lips.
Your lips are there.
I'm just gonna pick up Charlie and be like, kind of wave him to see if it matches.
It matches.
I don't like this.
Monkey is being thrown around.
Like, sorry, Charlie. I put him back down, and I'm like, I think we should get a move on.
Yes.
Ted, where'd we go?
That way.
Right. I'm gonna try to giddy up a little bit. If you can giddy up on a camel.
And you start to move that little bit faster as you see almost like a mirror image. These figures do the same.
Are we heading like in a collision path or like more parallel?
No, it's parallel, more alongside each other at a distance as well. It's not like you're going to collide or anything.
Yeah. Keep riding back.
You keep riding. And if you look to your right, you see the same again. 6 people on camels.
I don't like this.
This time, they do not mirror you. However, you do see one of them pick up a small monkey and do what Idris did earlier.
I'm gonna try to saddle on up over to riding alongside Bo.
Mm-hmm. You can do that.
Well, we have guns. I think we just see if they want any trouble first, and we keep moving forward. I'm doing what they asked us to do, so they got no reason to fuck with us now.
I would like to try to listen to this conversation, please.
Are you being stealthy or are you being obvious?
I was just gonna try to kind of lean in and whisper.
Okay, so Ed would make a listen check just to see if you do hear this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the next thing I say is, well, I caught what you said about them already having their bags packed. Does that mean you didn't find anything? All right.
Can I look over my shoulder?
What, Edward's there? Like, yeah.
Because I'm being quiet. I'm trying to be quiet.
Edward is riding behind you. He doesn't look like on an extreme. He doesn't look like he's literally listening in.
Okay. I'll just say I found something, but it wasn't in their bags.
Leave it there. I think the hotel ghosts wanted it.
It told me to bring it back to a moon. Something was in the room with me.
So you haven't. All right. And he'll...
I pull my gun out and point it at Bo's back.
Aiden is behind you, and you just hear him go, "Wah!" Like he makes a noise. It's not really an alarm or anything, but he just starts yelling and pointing, "Gun! A gun! He's got a gun!" Like as he sort of yells it towards Edward.
Yes, they've all got guns. They're very highly armed.
Pointed at you!
You brought it with you?
I take my gun out and point it at
You
him.
left the room and you brought it with you.
I think I'm gonna wheel around and probably fall.
If you wish to fall off the camel, you can.
Yeah. I'm gonna wheel around to try to look at what's going on, and then fall off.
Professor Teddy, you all right? And I'm gonna like stop my camel and get down to help Professor Teddy and be like, Edward, what are you doing?
You put that thing down right now.
He went into our room, and he's got it with him. That's why whatever this is going on. Not waving with my gun, because I know how the gun's trained, and I'm like,
Oh, why? Why did you bring the thing with?
Because you dragged us into whatever goddamn mess you're in, and so we're gonna solve the problem for you.
And the ghosts are gonna steal our mouths.
What are you talking about?
I don't know about no mouth stealing, but that thing is not ours, first off. Secondly, whatever was in the hotel, I assume they take it with them. Why you take it with you?
Yeah, why'd you bring it with? That thing moves around. It picks where it wants to go.
Well, it wants to come with us to this place. And it's not leaving me alone, or my friend Ted here, or Aiden, you seem to be doing fine. Well, I don't know.
He's there just like...
It ruined my journal. I got that on Newberry Street.
It break our mirror.
Yeah, it broke our mirror.
This thing has been causing us problems since Edward showed up in our lives. So
that's why we tried to leave it at the hotel.
In the toilet.
And
used to be following us even when we're not around it.
Bo, you wash your hands?
Behind was the smart thing to do.
Bo, you can hear from your back pocket this thing is whispering, and it's getting louder and louder and louder.
What's it saying?
It's not saying anything. It's literally like a chatter in this unknown language, this mix of a hiss and mix of a whisper. You're not too sure exactly what it is.
Anybody hear that? Shut the hell up.
What? Who are you? Have you been drinking more than we have, Bo? What are you talking to?
The damn statue. It's talking into my head.
Oh, gosh dang it. Give it here. And I'm like reaching out, be like, give me the bag.
Nope, it's staying with me.
Can't hold it too long. It's gonna drive you wild. Look, it's whispering. Your fingers come out the bag. If you look at it too long, it makes poor Charlie all upset.
Idris, you hear the whispers.
Oh, gosh. Darn it, Bo.
As does Edward, Maria, Theodore, and Aiden. And that wind on the desert goes dead. And a giant cat arrives, and everything stops. The silhouettes, those other people, stop either side of you, and this time they're facing you on either side. And you can hear a rumble, as if the ground is shaking beneath your very feet. And there is like a gush of wind as you all look into the direction you're going, and this wall of sand comes tearing towards you. And that is where we will leave Twilight Sands this week.
Oh my gosh!
Oof.
Everyone good? Even though I swear you're all gonna kill each other somehow.
For real.
Between the guns and the camels.
Oh my god.
Guns, camels, sandstorms, you name it, you're gonna
Implied multiple threesomes.
Something's gonna happen.
Oh
anyway. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to chat as well. I'd love to hear your favorite bits over in the Discord. Please go and check out all the links that are coming up in chat now, including our wonderful sponsors who we couldn't do this without, Bird in the Storm and Mage Hand Press. Other than that, let's see who shoots who and who makes it through the sandstorm next week. Keep evoking emotions, everyone, and we'll see you then. Bye.